Train ghost stories in Indonesia. On a dark and silent night in central Java, there was a train line that passed through the depths of a dense forest. This train is decades old and has a dark history. This mystical story about the train has become a secret kept by local residents. It is said that there was a driver whose job was to drive the train at night. He is an old man who has devoted most of his life to working in the railroad world. One night, as the train was driving through the forest, the driver felt something was wrong. Suddenly, the train lights started flickering for no apparent reason. Even though the weather was sunny, the temperature around the driver became very cold. Strange sounds began to be heard from outside the train, such as the hissing of leaves and the sound of invisible footsteps. The engineer tried to ignore the tension that was starting to creep up on him. However, when crossing an old bridge located in the middle of the forest, the train suddenly stopped suddenly. The engine stopped and the atmosphere became even quieter. For no apparent reason, the driver saw a mysterious shadowy figure in the middle of the tracks. The figure was a woman dressed in white with long hair covering part of her face. The figure stepped towards the driver with slow movements, and her eyes radiated an eerie blue light. The engineer, frightened and in a cold sweat, tried to restart the train engine. However, despite trying hard, the train still could not move. The figure of the mysterious woman was getting closer, and the strange noises were getting more intense. At that moment, the driver suddenly realized that the woman was a curious spirit that was haunting the railroad track. It is said that the woman was a passenger who died tragically in a train accident decades ago and has haunted the line ever since. Mystical stories about this train remain alive among local residents. Some drivers even claim to have felt the presence of this mysterious woman when crossing the railway line at night.